What is the shortest distance between 3 points? What is the shortest distance between 3 points? And the answer is right here. Now, if I put a point here and a point here and a point here, in order to find the separation of the point, right, I need to find the shortest distance between the point, and it's right here. But the only way to do that is to draw that line. It's almost like to say it's an obligation in order to find it. So you actually drew the line to find these points and this point, and this is your tail of measurement. Okay, we're going to skip on from that. We're going to go on to these circles, the 3 ways to turn Rubik's: this way, around the belly, over the top, over the top, over the top, and around the belly, east and west. So we sort of have a north-south, north-south. So we're spinning 12 and 12. But in all actuality, okay, you see 3. Okay, don't count this one because it comes with 2 colors. The corners come with 2 colors. So when you have 12, okay, when you have 12, count 3, 6, 9, 12. Count the 6 in the center, but only count the outside for half, right? So there's 4 in the center. There's 4 in the center, and there's 8 on the outside, but only count the 8 for half. This would be Pluto telling us about area space between day and night. Understand that, same area space. So you're going to have 4 and 4, you're going to have 8 total. Also, you have to understand that, no, I'm not going to get into that. You're just going to have 8 total. That's step number 1. The first spin, the second spin, and the third spin. And these are what I can do with these 3 spins. And they all have names. They have names to them. And the names are aigu and grave. When the line goes this way, it goes aigu. When the line goes this way, it goes grave. When it comes together, it's circumflex. Now, the thing about circumflex, it's almost like circumcision. Because who said to stop the line? Who said to stop the line? Or was there a tail or a piece that was cut off? Remember, they can't crash. They can only meet in an intersection, all right? So is this what's happening? Did it become the Y? Because if I create it to be the X, I'm going to have to, actually, you see this. This is the Y. See, it almost looks like a little nut person. We're not going to do the X. Anyways, I'm not really happy with this video as of now. There's so many little things. So when we look at this, right, what they call aigu, the line for aigu, we're going to say it is left. And one of the reasons we're going to use it as left is because it's found on the left side of this, of the ace. But facing us, it's on the right. Imagine if this was facing you, this would be the right on your left. You follow what I'm saying? If this letter, you're looking at the letter's looking at you. When you look at the letter, right, when you're looking at this side over here is your left arm. But if the letter was looking at you, it would be its right arm. So we have to think a little bit different. The number 44. Have you ever thought about number 44? Right? Is there any way it can be introduced to the ace? 44 is 71 and 71 put together. Just finish the formation as it goes towards its narrowing roads equaling to one road, equaling to what will end up being the Y. 4 and 4 into each other end up being the Y, and 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm just bringing some things up. I'm a little bit tired. I probably shouldn't even be doing the video. Here is in bowling. If you want, we can put the sailboat hexagon at the top. What happens here in bowling is it's one pin, then there's 2 pins, then there's 3 pins, then there's 4 pins. Although I did not leave the separation in between the pins, it means that there could be more area space of the pins, but we're not doing that. We're just talking the number of pins. So when we go 1, 2, 3, 4, we end up with 1 area here. We end up with a 2 area over here, a 3 area here, a 4 area here, a 3 area here, a 2 area here, and 1 area here. So 1, 2, 3 equals 6, and then 4, and then 6. 6, 4, 6. Zion, Israel. DC, DC. 24 and 10. Now what are these? How do we get 2 and 4? How do we get to 10? Well, we can look at 1 and 9 equals to 10. 2 and 8 equals to 10. 3 and 7 equals to 10. 4 and 6 equals to 10. And do understand that 1, 3 and 7 come together, and 2, 4 and 6 come together. The cycle in rotation to the creation and the birth spirit gate. The 8 and 6 is the divided gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. To the divided gate is your vibration 2, 3, and 4. The only world that is going to be next is everything, right? Everything surrounds 5. And by each of these going around or towards 5, what value do we give 5? If this is 40 and they're all paired up and this is singularity, 5 would be valued at 20. And as well, just to note that 2 and 8, 2, 8, and 5. You see, you can't, there's a little thing to explain that. How can I explain this? You can't get into the house into number 5, and you can't turn Rubik's Cube this way. It only can turn this way and this way. So you're turning through 5. So this is on the outside, spinning this way or this way. It spins this way and this way, 7. It spins 2 ways. This way can spin backwards and forward, but it only spins one way. The outside spins backwards this way, and this way, and then this way, 2 ways. So this way, this 5 will spin this way, and it'll spin this way. And then it'll spin within its own core, number 5. So it spins around 5, and it spins in the core of 5. So I'm not really sure how we should look at that. So if we wanted to get, let's say, 9, so we would say 3 and 2 from this side, and 4 from the center. That would be 9. So you'd use these two. Anyways, I don't really know what the combination is here. I don't know why I'm doing the video. We have the bubbled ace. We have, again, this is the M, which is inside the bubbled ace. The geometric, the NZ that comes together equaling to Mard's creation of alpha beta through Fibonacci. And that word Fibonacci, Fib 296196396. So it's telling about the angel light. It's telling us about rotation. It's telling us about the gateway, because it's 4 times 24 to get here. 4 times 24 to get here. It's part of the Pluto platform. Everything runs in the cycle of the Pluto platform, even what has been encompassed by man, which is 28 base cycle. 3, which is a 2 base cycle. And Pluto. But there's a lot more than Pluto in this one, which is the 84 base cycle. 1 moon, 2 moons, 3 moons. And we must go 3 moons because in order to complete a cycle, we need to use 4 cubes to complete the cycle. We need 4 cubes, which is 84. When we get 4 cubes, 84, we will get 33 and 33, and then its reflection 33 and 33. Do you follow why? Because the empty space on the cube, there's 33 empty spaces on the cube. Dog dag, addition, what is the difference between the addition and the multiplication? Where did this equation come from? Yes, God rested on the 7th day. You are under arrest. Just have to think about the reset, polar ice, reset, day of rest, first. I'm not really sure what it's going. You have 1, you have 40, you have 10, 4 for 14, 60 in area space, the division of the clock between day and night. Very, 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 very cool that the word 1, like Mr. Messer had sent me, is 654, Federation. The word 40 is actually 2 times 3, 5 times 3, 6 times 3. 6, 6, 9. The gateway birth. 40 blasts of the shofar. This is the passage of the sun into the E-world. Earth, sun pass, and freedom. Although these two make 100, 55 and 55 will create 11, and 65, which is your student from Mars, okay, coming into this world through the Fox Pass. And then it becomes 18 and 11, creation of the Venus worlds. What are all these 025s? These are everything to do with Mars, I believe, before they got any form. And it comes mostly from the divisions of the 33 and 66 comes from instead of not here, but any one of these, right? Any one of these divided by 3 equals 2, right? Divided by 3 equals 2. It's going to be one or the other, right? But when it's 1 divided by 3, you see the 0 in the front? And then when it's 2 divided by 3, oh, that was 3, okay. Is that what I said? And so forth. And when it comes to 50, when it comes to 25, it's 100 divided by 3. By 4. 100 divided by 4. And when it's 100 divided by 4, this will be 1/4. When it's 100 divided by 2, this will be 1/2. When it's, so what do we do it here? What do we do it here? So 3/4, so when it's 100 times 75, 100 times 25 equals 25, or 0.25. So this is divided by, and this is divided by 2. So how do you divide 100 by this to get 0.75? What is that calculation? 100 divided by 4 equals 100 divided by 3 equals, look at that, 333. 100 divided by 1.5 equals 100 divided by 1.2 equals. So how do we get 75? We just have to figure it from here, that it's 3/4. And everything's going to be talking about DC. Even this, there are 403 times 5. 403 times 5 to equal 2015. And 2015 have to do with both the pull and the dartboard. So they're talking about the gateway and the moon in 2015. Now the thing about this is it takes, to run the middle cycle, it takes 7 plus 1 year to run that cycle. 7 plus 1 year. And this 7 plus 1 year is because the 6th year, you're resting. So nothing's really happening. Something about that, or it's lost time. Like the 24 hours we have on the Saturday is lost time. Like really and truthfully, we have 144 hours in our week. There's 1,440 minutes that have gone lost every single week. That's being rushed into our time. I can't explain it right now. It's a vision I have. You have to understand that the chicken doesn't lay, okay, on that day. You also have to understand in baseball, right? There are seven pitches, okay, for a count or for whatever. Let me just do it slow. That there's 4 and 3, 4 balls, 3 strikes, but your final count will be 4 and 2 or 3 and 3. Either you'll walk or you're going to be out. That is the result. These are concrete. This number, 2015, is concrete to what is 1212, 5775, 5115, 5115. I'm not going to explain it. And also 5335, talking about Quebec, the gateway in Quebec. Q meaning cube. Bec means kiss the dice. Throw them to the end of the table. Make the dice kiss the end of the table. Quebec. That's what it means. You see it at the crap table. Anyways, like I said, I'm tired. I'm not really sure which way to go with this. You want to walk the plank. First of all, 7 on the left, 7 on the right. Who's walking the plank? Are you walking the plank? So 7 on the left, 7 on the right. I forget what I was going to be saying or doing with this. I don't remember. I don't remember what I was doing with this. Divided. You're just divided between 2 worlds. Looks like a baby chick, right? I don't remember what I was going to do with this. Where else was I going to go? Where else was I going to go? The addition, the multiplication, the sun, the day of rest, 14, the diameter of the earth, man. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go into this. Double aces. When you have double aces, do you really have double aces? Or do you have 77 kissing? And 77 kissing. Do you have 77 kissing? Or do you have 11? Over here. Here's your 11. This can move up and down, I presume. But when you have 7s, according to the cube, you also have 11. But where is that cube? So now my question is so is this the cube inside the Star of David, or should we? I don't think we have enough space to do the, and it's not even. This is definitely not as even as it should be. So we are going to also to understand that to end off this area space. So when we're going to be doing this, I'm just trying to see what it's going to look like. Anyways, this is the cube on one side, and that's the cube on the other side. So we're going to forget about this. I'm going to go on to something else. Not happy with the video. Really not. I had a few things planned. Understanding you can always have 4 lines, right? These are your 4 lines, but we can never have any more than this one. These 2. You notice the X in both of them, but one goes east-west, one goes north-south. And then we have the plus in both of them. One goes top left to bottom right, top right to bottom left to top right. the aigu. This one here is left aigu. This one here is right grave on the addition. It shows up, how can I say it? Here's your ace. So understand how it comes from the ace. And what you have to understand is these are complete lines. The line going across here is a line going across here. Yeah, here's one other thing. I was taking the backgammon dice, and wait a second. No, we did that. Not. I don't want to do that part here. Yeah. So what I did is I divided this backgammon dice by 4. I needed to find something. So I did the 2 and I did the 4. So when I divided the 2 by 4, I ended up with 5. 2 divided by 4 equals 5. 5 times 4 equals 2. And then the other side was 4. So 1 and 2 are opposite. 1 and 5 are opposite of each other, the AE world. So what I did now is 64 divided by 4 is 16. And 1 and 6 is 7. So I have 7. And then the opposite side of 64 is 32 divided by 4 is 8. So I go to the other side, 16 divided by 4 is 4. The opposite of 16 is 8 divided by 4 is 2. So when we go, we have this one will be created through 44. This one will be created through 18. Let me see for myself. 44, 17, and this one will be created by, boy, I don't know, 15, eh? Okay, we're gonna have, yes, it fit. This is created from this one here. No, from 78, yes. This is, did I, wait, no, it's created by, yeah, it's created by this. 7 and 8 equals to 15. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals to 15. But what you will notice is 7 and 8 equals to 6. 4 and 2 equals to 6. 1 and 5 equals to 6. We have 7 and 5, 12, 13. We have 14, and we have 13. The thing about 13 and 14 is they are the dividers of the alphabet, 13 and 14. It is dividing of the gateway and the DNA. So how did they divide the gateway and the DNA inside of this by number 14? It is AD DNA, and when that is said, it is also ET. ET and DNA is, this is English, and this is French. This is number 19, and this is number 25. When you multiply this, it becomes 5775. Know it that the egg has come. Where am I with this? Yeah, we had to understand that if we're losing 24 hours a week, what is that? 144 divided by 24 equals to 6 hours. So we're losing how many hours a day? Every single day of the week, we lost 4 hours a day. Is that right? 24, hold on a second. 24 divided by 7 equals 3.42. I'm trying to figure out how that is. How do we lose 24 hours? What does that mean? Each day we borrowed 4 hours from every single day of the week? No. We took 6 days and we borrowed from 6 days to equal 24 hours. So how much is that? 24 divided by 6 equals 4. So we took 4. So we're running 20-hour days, and then on the last day we run 24 hours. So that's too many. I have 4 extra hours I need to divide into 7 days. I got to understand that. Anyways, forget about that cycle. I'm tired, and I'm pushing it. There's so many things that are going on where all our numbers come from. One of the funny things is number 18, Venus High. Okay, once you multiply this number here, it gives you 1224, right? AB into the cat house plus the 89 equals to 1313. the DC world. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Peace and love.